just go dark and scam people. But as a person who hasn't been a victim of this, it's quite amusing.
Seeded. I said that I'll fight in 10-ounce gloves. It was essentially a pro fight. Mad. But
Floyd Mayweather, you are a very insecure, unconfident, very tiny little man.
Joe Rogan recently spoke about several well-known figures who allegedly fell victim to Floyd Mayweather's schemes. According to him, Floyd showed no hesitation in pursuing his own interests, even if it meant crossing the line. He claimed that Mayweather capitalized on questionable investment opportunities and suspicious business arrangements to benefit himself at others' expense.
Was privy to confidential information that was crucial to him pulling off his long con. Also, he knew shit about banking.
Floyd Mayweather wasn't only accused of taking advantage of celebrities. Many of his own supporters were affected as well. He publicly endorsed a cryptocurrency project, encouraging people to join in and suggesting it would be a profitable opportunity. The promotion made it seem like a guaranteed win. However, reports later claimed that Floyd himself never invested in the coin. Instead, he leveraged his massive following to draw others in while staying out of it personally. As a result, a lot of fans suffered financial losses and felt let down by someone they once trusted. The backlash has been intense, with some critics even mocking him by altering his name. For many, this situation reflects a pattern of behavior where personal gain comes first, regardless of the consequences for others.
Imagine listening to Floyd Mayweather, a man who can't even read, for investing advice. That's exactly what happened last year when he was paid to promote the absolute Ponzi scheme token Ethereum Max, along with other celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Antonio Brown, and Paul Pierce. The coin shortly fell 97% right after the launch, leaving millions of fans and investors bankrupt. So to see what coins you should be actually buying, be sure to follow me. But like I was saying,
bad mistakes. I didn't want to hustle drugs. All I wanted to do was become a champion someday and have something.
Yes, we know, Floyd. You hustled Ethereum Max into people's wallets and then straight out. You weren't promoting financial freedom. You were speedrunning a rug pull. Don't believe everything you see online with these celebrities. They'll even sell their soul for a couple of bucks. They don't care if you go broke. They are already rich. You know what? We should call you Scamweather, not Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, widely recognized by his money persona for constantly showcasing his enormous wealth, is now facing serious allegations that paint a very different picture. Despite being associated with extreme financial success, he has been accused of misleading both fans and high-profile individuals. The contrast has raised a lot of questions. It seems contradictory for someone who built an image around earning money to be linked with claims of taking it from others through questionable methods. For many observers, it's difficult to understand why a figure with such massive wealth would risk his reputation by getting involved in actions that could harm both his image and long-term legacy.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
Drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more scamming to be done.
And it's not over.
Oh my God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he fucking did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
In a recent video, Floyd pushed back against critics, saying that every time he promotes a product or earns more money, people are quick to label him as broke. His reaction comes across as defensive and reflects the increasing doubt surrounding his business activities. Rather than directly responding to the allegations, he shifts the focus, presenting himself as someone being unfairly judged. It comes off as a way to redirect attention, emphasizing his wins while avoiding discussion of the controversies tied to them.
Warren Buffett, that's in his 80s or 90s, that can still make a ton of money. The Waltons that own Walmart. Bill Gates can still make computers. But soon as someone black, when my career is over as far as me in a combat sport, as far as boxing, whatever, if I'm promoting on social media or I'm doing exhibitions, it's like, oh man, he's broke. No, It's not a crime for them to make money. They don't say nothing about the guys that's 80 and 90 that's still making hundreds of millions and billions, but soon as somebody black does it, your people, your own people, say, oh, he's broke.
Floyd's image faced more criticism after Jake Paul claimed that Logan Paul never received full payment following their exhibition bout. According to the claims, Logan was supposed to earn millions, but the money has yet to be fully settled. Jake went as far as saying that financial issues could be the reason behind the delay. For someone who constantly highlights his wealth, failing to meet such obligations raises serious questions. Situations like this have led some to wonder whether the larger-than-life image he presents truly reflects reality, or if it's more about appearances and substance.
Jake, true or false and why, did Floyd Mayweather fully pay up Logan Paul for their fight?
I'm not God, but my spidey senses tell me nah.
I can guarantee me and Logan Paul, we can go out and make 100 million or more.
And so you think he didn't pay up just because he hasn't got the money?
I think he probably spent it on all the girls he pays to be around him.
Logan Paul reached out to us and said that he wanted to do another exhibition. Now, this is the same guy that said he didn't get paid. If he did get paid, he wouldn't be trying to get another payday.
He had the audacity to tell the media that I asked for a rematch. Let me just set the record straight. If I haven't been paid for the first one, why would I ask you for a second fight knowing I'm probably also not going to get paid the money that I was owed for my work? Second off, they asked us for a rematch.
Floyd is broke, man. I've been saying it the whole entire time.
Floyd's financial controversies have even extended into his personal relationships. Rapper 50 Cent once shared that he stood by Floyd during his time in jail, helping handle business matters and supporting him throughout that period. However, according to his claims, the money he was owed was never repaid. Rather than settling things privately, the situation escalated into a public fallout between the two. To many, it suggests that financial interests may have taken priority over loyalty. In cases like this, even long-standing friendships appear to have been affected when money became involved.
This rapper handed Floyd Mayweather the only L of his career. When you Google Floyd, you'll see he's the proud owner of a flawless record, 50 wins and 0 losses. But this record is objectively false. Money May is actually 50-1. The man who gleefully boasts victory over Floyd is 50 Cent. For most of the 2000s, they were friends. Then in 2012, after Floyd got out of prison, 50 claimed Floyd owed money. Fast forward to 2014, and Floyd threw shade at 50 during the interview. 50 responded by issuing one of the most outrageous troll jobs in internet history.
If you could read one full page of a Harry Potter book, nigga, I'll give $750,000 to whatever charitable organization you want to.
50 quickly followed up to announce Jimmy Kimmel would televise Floyd attempting to read. Even more offensively, 50 downgraded the challenge from Harry Potter to Cat in the Hat. He's even announced his intent to get in the ring with them. Floyd refused to take the challenge, which to me is basically an admission he can't read. Until Floyd either knocks him out or proves he can read at a 3rd grade level, my scorecard reads 50-1. I'm Frank Michael Smith, and that's my take.
Floyd has acknowledged that many people dislike him for constantly showing off his wealth and boasting about his financial success. However, the criticism doesn't seem to come from the money itself. Instead, it stems from how that wealth is perceived to be used. Many believe the frustration comes from the way his status is used to belittle others or promote questionable ventures. When influence is seen as a tool for personal gain at the expense of others, negative reactions are bound to follow. In this view, it's not his success that draws criticism, but the attitude and actions that come with it.
Takedowns, submissions, kicks, all that jazz. But he's choosing to fight Floyd in a boxing fight just for money, just like Conor McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him. And he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. One of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but when I'll show you, when I'll show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like fucking $5 million. And so you hate him. People hate him.
He creates envy.
Yes.
Gervonta Tank Davis, who was previously promoted by Floyd, spoke out after going his own way. He suggested that his experience wasn't handled fairly and hinted that financial gain and control were placed above everything else. His comments added to the growing criticism, with some interpreting his words as a sign that the platform wasn't always used to support fighters, but rather to maximize profit.
So we got more boxing news allegations that Floyd Money Mayweather has gone broke. Now, personally, I don't believe it, but you got Tank making posts. You got other people from Saudi Arabia making posts. So y'all let me know in the comments if y'all really believe this or is they just making these stories up.
Floyd Mayweather is super rich, that he's super balling, and that he's rich beyond belief and all of this stuff, but you guys can't believe the hype, yo. I just got tipped off by one of my homies in Saudi. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I have a very good relationship with a lot of the princes in Saudi are my homies. You know, I've known them for over 15 years. Listen, man, Floyd Mayweather owes a lot of people in the Middle East a lot of money.
Tank continued to speak out, alleging that he wasn't fully compensated for his performances in the ring. Even though his fights brought in huge numbers and he played a major role in their success, he claimed the payments he received didn't reflect his true value.
Floyd, I was doing him. He always been like that. You know what I mean? So I gotta focus on what I'm focused on. He already did what he had to do, bro.
For sure.
I ain't gonna lie. Me, if I did what I like what he did in the sport, I ain't gonna lie, I'd be the same way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't follow him for like stand to himself and things like that. You know what I mean? But it's also a part of me type thing, like come back and help too. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's much love to the whole Mayweather commotion. You know what I mean? Ain't no bad blood type of shit. And a lot of people think like when I be tweeting on,
I just have better manager, agent, all of that.
Deji has secured the bag. After YouTuber Deji's recent boxing match against professional boxer Floyd Mayweather, Deji appeared on the What's Good podcast. YouTuber Miniminter had a burning question to ask. This comes after fellow YouTuber Logan Paul fought Mayweather back in 2021 and was left unpaid.
I have to ask.
Yeah.
Just because of the Logan fight, I'm not asking how much, but did you get paid at least some of it up front?
Yes.
Okay. Because obviously Logan, when he fought, he keeps talking about how he still doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
And now you have fought him.
Yeah.
You got some of it at least.
The exhibition bout between Floyd and Deji also drew backlash from viewers. Some fans believed Deji was treated unfairly, similar to the concerns previously raised after the Logan Paul fight. Critics began to notice what they felt was a recurrent approach: build excitement around the event, emphasize the exposure, generate major revenue, and leave questions about how others involved were compensated. This perception led to growing frustration, with many accusing Floyd of taking advantage of younger and less experienced opponents.
Yo, is it me or did Deji just get scammed in Dubai? Deji just got scammed. The fight wasn't even... The fight got called off because he was guarding. I don't understand. And Floyd was basically taking the piss the entire time, fighting the kid. Bro, what was that? And then he changed the gloves from 14 to 10. Didn't want Jake Paul to sit right. Man, you crazy as hell. Refund everybody.
Deji later addressed the situation, claiming that Floyd showed jealousy and a lack of respect. According to him, Floyd appeared bitter when fans supported Deji and allegedly failed to pay the full agreed-upon amount after the match. For someone who prides himself on being the highest earner, it seems Floyd doesn't hesitate to withhold what others are owed when it benefits him.
In my contract, we were meant to fight 14-ounce gloves, all right? 14-ounce gloves. It's been in my contract from the beginning and to the end. Well, kind of the end. But then last minute, they're like, Floyd wants to fight in 10-ounce gloves. Eventually, I conceded. I said that I'll fight in 10-ounce gloves. It was essentially a pro fight. Mad. But you need to understand, I had a massive adrenaline dump. I was warming up and everything. Warming up with my 14-ounce gloves, whatever, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And then I get the news, 10-ounce gloves. And then it's literally an hour and a half of nothing going on. He also told me that when you get into the clinch, just tell Floyd, like, relax a little bit. And he'll relax on the power. No, trust me, he was hitting me hard. But I clinched him and I'm like, bruh, relax. And you know what he said to me? Shut up. I'm Floyd Mayweather. I do what I want.
Floyd's match against Oscar de la Hoya also stirred controversy. Numerous fans and analysts felt that Oscar had performed better, yet the judges awarded the win to Floyd. This outcome fueled speculation that outside influence in politics played a role, reinforcing the idea that Floyd sometimes leverages his position to secure victories when skill alone might not be enough.
I laid out the blueprint. Yes, they gave him the decision. They gave him the fight. He beat me, but the blueprint is right there. Just look at it. I took it out of the vault and I handed it over to Canelo Alvarez.
Like Floyd Mayweather says, everybody has their time. And this is Saul Canelo's time right now.
Fuck Oscar de la Hoya, I kicked his ass. And everybody that Oscar de la Hoya gave the blueprint to, I kicked their ass too. Fuck Oscar de la Hoya. How you gonna have a blueprint on how to beat me and you didn't beat me? I can give two flying fucks about him. He's not shit to me.
All men who enter the ring will inevitably leave.
As a fighter, you know, deep down inside, you know if you win or you lose. Did you know? I felt that I won. I felt that it can go either way, especially when Mayweather's father came straight at me and he goes, Oscar, you beat my son.
Wait, he told you right after the fight?
Oh, yeah. And a funny story about that, too. We had a rematch clause in our contract. This is something I negotiated as well. If he beats me, I get a rematch. It was a 1-year clause. Guess what he did? He retired for 1 year and 1 day.
Are you joking?
No. True story. Nobody knows this, but it's in the contract.
What? So how often did you guys try to get another thing going? It was always no, not interested. No, not interested.
Yeah, not interested. I'm retiring. I'm out of the sport. But sure enough, a day after that contract was over, he announces his unretirement.
Floyd's envy extends beyond just the fighters he's faced in the ring. He's also shown signs of jealousy toward Deontay Wilder, who's widely recognized for his knockout ability and dynamic fighting style, qualities Floyd himself never relied on. While Floyd built his persona around flashy displays and trash talk rather than sheer in-ring power, it seems he struggles to see others receive the attention and acclaim he desires for himself.
I'm about to see you run around the ring, slap here, a slap there, slap a little bit there, slap a little bit there, let me move around. Y'all see the champ. Boxes. And when that right hand of Thanos come down with all them infinity stones and put people on Dream Street, it's nighttime. He goes viral. Deontay Wilder gives viral knockouts. You don't go viral. Not for no knockouts, you don't. You definitely don't go viral for that. So I don't know what the hell you thought this was. Somebody really finna rock with you would think like, oh, well, yeah, man, you know. Oh, yeah, Floyd coming back. No, we don't give 2 left shoes in quicksand, Floyd. Your time has come and gone. You robbed the bank, you know, plenty of times. More power to you.
Shane Mosley, a well-known boxing veteran, openly praised Oscar de la Hoya, calling him the standout fighter of Floyd's era. For Floyd, that kind of recognition is hard to accept. Hearing legends like Mosley favor Oscar over him only seems to deepen his insecurities and heighten his resentment toward other prominent fighters.
I think if you take, we know guys are different ages. If you take Oscar, Manny, and Floyd all at their best.
Yeah, I think Oscar would have been the top one.
Really?
Yeah.
Better
Oscar.
than, and obviously Floyd likes to call himself the best ever.
Nah.
So Oscar, you'd say, out of everyone you've ever fought, you know, so many professional fights, so many great fighters.
The reason why I say that for me in my era of Oscar is because we kind of grew up together and I knew where he came from. I knew how hard he worked.
Right.
And I've been in the room with him so many different times.
Yeah.
And every time I was in the ring with him, sparring or not sparring, it was very tough.
It was a war, yeah.
It was a war, it was tough. And he always made it tough because he really...
Floyd's controversies aren't limited to the boxing world. He's also been linked to NFT projects that ultimately failed, leaving many investors empty-handed. Fans who trusted his endorsements expected to profit from his influence, only to see their investments vanish. Using his celebrity status to generate hype, Floyd appeared to promote these ventures without genuine support, stepping back once they collapsed.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweverse. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think? Follow for more NFT news.
Even Joe Rogan has spoken out, labeling many NFT projects as risky and untrustworthy. With Floyd involved in several of these ventures, it reinforces the idea that he may be leveraging his fame to generate hype and profit, while others take the losses. Rogan's observations highlight that even respected voices in media are noticing this pattern. Floyd's drive to be seen as the greatest athlete across all sports also exposes his insecurity. Even after stepping away from a ring, he seeks the spotlight and struggles to see others, like Deontay Wilder, receive recognition for genuine skill and exciting performances. His jealousy is evident in both his behavior and his reactions, particularly toward anyone who could challenge the legacy he's built around himself.
Really disgusting. You know, Floyd Mayweather, you are a very insecure, unconfident, very tiny little man. I'm coming out of retirement in 2020. So? Nobody gives a fuck. We rock with Deontay Wilder. The little booger nose man era is over with. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. The only reason why you were doing those numbers on pay-per-view is because, guess what? The Klitschko brothers had the most god-awfulest, boringest, hellacious reign in the heavyweight division, where the heavyweights were basically non-existent. They were all over there in Europe, and nobody gave a fuck about it. It's the only reason why, Floyd, that you were doing all these pay-per-view numbers, because trust me, had the champ been on the scene then, which is Deontay Wilder, trust me, you won numbers, but not the way you would have done, not what you did though. That's being honest, okay? Because guess what? All that shoe tapping and buck dancing and boot licking and butter biscuit eating that you do, we weren't going for. You are jealous of Deontay Wilder. You are envious of Deontay Wilder because you wish you were as big as him. You wish you had the power he had with the skill that you had, but you don't. You're a pillow-fisted, boot-licking crybaby who's an attention whore. We don't give a damn about. You no longer get support, so you telling something, let's see who's the biggest star. Floyd, we don't fuck with you like that. You done. Oh, I'm with Gucci. How about you get a book and read, you stupid hoe? How about you do that? You illiterate retard. How about you do that? Can you even spell?
That's a wrap for today's video. Be sure to stay tuned, and we'll see you next time.